Well, welcome to Partner 5 and 5. Today we've got Matthew from Trailbee Technologies. Matthew has a great little product that integrates into Procore called Extracts Pro. Thanks for joining us, Matthew. How are you doing?
Thanks, Robert. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yourself?
Good, fantastic. You're the actually, I was going to say the first American on the session, but it's actually the second. So you've had someone else to test those waters already. So I'm sure we'll be fine. But as usual, the Partner 5 and 5 is 5 questions, and we try and keep it down to about 5 minutes. So let's jump in with the first question, which is clearly the most important one is the product Extracts Pro. What are you looking to solve in terms of the problems and the pain points that those in construction have who are already using Procore?
Yeah, so Extracts Pro is an integration that aims to solve the pain around the unnecessary time exporting data from Procore that facilitate process like closeout or turnover or any sort of compliance with any government regulations or archiving data for your own project, your own documentation policies.
Yep. Okay, and some customers are aware of there's kind of like a native free Procore tool called Procore Extracts, and it's surprising, but obviously I'm assuming you guys go above and beyond that kind of basic tool. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. So what we've learned over the past is Procore does provide export options, but we've learned they just aren't measuring up to the needs.
Yeah.
So with our tool, you can filter by attributes of the tool and select and organize the information, so you get a complete offline record that can be easily shared. So no extra.
Yeah, so it sounds a lot more comprehensive. That's great. So let's kind of talk about who's kind of using the product, customers that you have or that might be suited, also the roles inside those customers that you're working with. What is a good fit for you guys, and who should look at Extracts Pro?
Yeah, so Procore being a global construction management software firm, every Procore customer has this problem. But in turn, and we see success across all segments. So the subbies, general contractors, owners side, but the specific roles that are probably performing the exports a lot is anyone from a project engineer, project manager, anyone on the quality assurance side, or a document controller, because this data is an asset that they either have to record or we have to share with a third party.
Okay, gotcha. So there's a few different roles inside the business that it could suit.
Yeah.
Let's jump to number 3. So this is obviously the critical factor for you guys. So you got Procore, you got Extracts Pro. What are the kind of integration points, and how does that work with those two products together?
Yeah, good question. So we're at one-click login with Procore, so we try to make it as seamless as possible. So there's no extra account creation. It's just so long as you have a Procore account, you can log in with Extracts Pro. Okay. Then we integrate with the project management, quality and safety, and documents tools. So things like submittals, RFIs, drawings, inspections, observations, and like one of the most important ones is action plans.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's definitely, especially here in Australia, New Zealand, we're seeing a lot of uptake of action plans. And what can you do specifically with action plans?
Yeah, so it's important. Action plans is an awesome tool that Procore has built. Folks are using this to record, attachments over a period of time. But with Extracts Pro, you can export it and have all of your specs, drawings, general photos, or inspections all exported neatly and organized, so they can share that and hand it over.
Right, so maybe when you've kind of completed an action plan or got it to a certain point, you can create a much more sort of detailed record, essentially.
Correct.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, so let's say we've decided to go with Extracts Pro. Let's talk about the journey. So how do you guys go with the setup, implementation, and ongoing support for anyone that goes with the Extracts Pro?
Yeah, so we've tried to make everything as self-service as possible. So we do offer a 14-day free trial. And licensing can either be managed on the user themselves, just paying for an individual project that needs access. Otherwise, folks will purchase like enterprise or bulk pricing. And then it's pretty kind of turnkey, just add as many users as you want, and license the projects that you need access.
Okay, great. And then if we need support in the process of using Extracts Pro, we just reach out via chat or email or phone. How does that work?
Yeah, the current way is email via support@trailbee.tech.
Okay, fantastic. So you've got a team there ready to support people. That's great. We had a
Yeah.
bit of a chat last week. We caught up before today's session. We talked about some, well, I had some lofty ideas and a few different things. I was curious, as a kind of final question, where's the product going over the next 6, 12 months going forward? Are you looking at sort of adding some functionality or evolving the product in any way?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's kind of a ton of, now that we have a lot of tools supported,
Yeah,
there's kind of a pretty wide landscape of direction that we go. But in terms of like the short-term direction, I'd say more tool support. We still want to
yeah.
add daily log or site diary.
Hmm.
Correspondence is a big one just because it facilitates a lot of the communication that doesn't conform to a Procore tool.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that definitely would be a big one.
and then financials too.
Okay,
And then also just, everyone has different export needs. So we want to
sure.
continue kind of expanding on the configurability of the export, whether that's filters or additional options, just so there's no extra data like processing once you export through Extracts Pro.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, there'll be some really good things to come forward. Look, we have pushed past the 5 minutes. We have to stick to the 5 minutes, but it's been great spending some time with you, Matthew. I really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing the Extracts Pro grow into the future, and look forward to having play around the account that you gave me, which I really appreciate. And we'll catch up with you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, Matthew. Cheers.